Six Feet Under. My question is, how is it different working on a show that you developed creatively versus a show like True Blood that you had to collaborate with an author?
Well, I can only talk about 6 Feet Under and True Blood, just those two examples for myself. 6 Feet Under was a fantastic experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was a little depressing. True Blood is never depressing. True Blood is always fun. I get to work with an amazing cast of characters, these amazing actors, all of whom are really incredibly talented, incredibly professional, incredibly good people, and that's so rare. I work with great producers and writers and designers and directors and editors, and everybody on the show is so great. And I think a lot of it has to do with the nature of the show being supernatural and so much outlandish, crazy stuff happening. I think we just really like to come to work because we have fun. And sometimes I can't believe I'm getting to make my living this way because I would do it anyway, because it's really fun. I'm not saying 6 Feet Under was not fun, but it was not fun in the same kind of way. There were days where I drove into my parking lot on 6 Feet Under and I was like, oh my God, we have to deal with Brenda being a sex addict or this person committed suicide. And of course, we have all that stuff on this show, but for some reason, it's just more fun.
Pam is very much True Blood's head bitch in charge. And I see that she's kind of being that way and trying to take care of Eric in his time of need. And I'm kind of wondering, how would Eric react if their situation were reversed and Pam were, the one who lost her memory, and how would Pam be without her memory?
Right, that's a good question. I mean, we saw a little bit last year, he went to some lengths to make sure that I was no longer being tortured by the Magister. Right? But I don't know. I mean, I like to think he would, do everything to save Pam.
Like Chris said, you see that last season, Eric is willing to die. He's willing to meet the true dead for his progeny. He doesn't care a lot about many people or vampires, but Pam is it's a very special relationship. She means a lot to him.
And who would Pam be without her memory? Right? She'd be like a horrible dresser.
Big fear.
See what? Yeah, she'd be some homemaker. Love children. Horrible. Wait, now I see that.
Half-trained with kids.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tanya, and I love all you guys. I love Alex, personally.
I like you a lot. I'm not ready to sit. I love you is a little strong. I want to baby steps. There is potential.
More directed at Alan. I was just wondering how and why you and your team choose to diverge from Charlaine Harris's original novel. In season 1, you actually followed the novel pretty closely, but I was wondering how over time you progressively choose to sort of stay with it, but then develop your own storyline.
I think the guiding principle in that regard is the books are all narrated by Sookie. So the books are Sookie's story, and all the other characters appear appear as they appear in Sookie's story. When they're not involved in Sookie's story, they don't exist. If we were to do that, I think there would be two big drawbacks. One, Anna would work 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, and she would be exhausted. And the other one is there would be no surprises, because everybody can go out and buy the books and read the books, and you know exactly what's going to happen. But it's generally, because our show is much more of an ensemble show, it's generally trying to figure out what the stories are for the other characters who are not Sookie. We do diverge from the book at times. I do believe that the main guiding principle for us is, even if we do things differently from the books, we always try to remain very true to the spirit and the world of the books.